Hello everybody, welcome to Oddly Rambunctious and to Dark Souls 2. The original version of Dark Souls 2, or as I like to call it, the one that isn't complete shit. This is going to be NG+7 while joining the Champions Covenant. As you can see guys, up here I'm going to activate the mouse right here. I'm going to be using my main character for this. 669 hours, 44 minutes of my life have been spent with this guy, so we know each other, to say the least. Yeah. Every time I play the original version of Dark Souls 2, it is never not playing as this guy. This is the guy that I did the NG+7 Northern Ritual Band +2 run on, NG+4 Ladle run, NG+3 Symbol of Avarice run. Just a lot of shit has been done on this dude. I have all of the armor sets except for one piece, which I'm still working at, which is the non-invisible version of these, the Leggings Auras. That's the only ones that I haven't gotten yet. I have every single weapon in the game fully upgraded on this guy, so I can switch between any of them that I please at any point, which I will be doing a lot because I actually like doing that. I like using a lot of the weapons, although you'll probably see a lot of great swords because those are my favorite. Let's look at the stats. There you go, 99 in a lot of them, because that is what happens when you play a character for almost 700 hours. Look at my soul memory at the top right, this number. It's like, what is that, like 298 million souls? Because that's how many souls I've earned on this character. Okay, so before I forget, because I will forget, let me go ahead and join the Covenant, because like I said, I've never joined this Covenant really at all. And actually, I've never really played the game in this Covenant, so honestly, I'm not quite sure what to expect. I'm expecting bad things. Okay, join the Covenant. Are you sure you're an idiot? Yes. You're completely retarded? Yes. It asks you 3 times. That's kind of the hint for you that this is basically a hard mode for the game. So, yish. I don't know exactly what it does. I think it increases enemy health and enemy damage by 20%, 25%, something like this. And of course, like I said, NG+7, which is the most difficult this game can get, just in general. Also, I want to check the deaths on this character before we get started, because obviously I'm going to be checking them after the run is over. So then we can tally how many deaths that happened. So 987 deaths on this dude. So there you go. I won't be changing armor sets. This is the armor set that I like. It's pretty swag daddy. I used to have the Llewellyn shield. This shield. I may have put it. This one. This one used to be my just because it goes very well with this build, this look. But then I discovered that the Cursed Bone Shield was a thing. This thing, and I couldn't resist. It looks like a toy. I think I said this in the Use What You See run, because I think I picked it up at some point. But it's so cute. It looks like a toy. Look at it on my back. It's so tiny and cute. So I couldn't resist, and it is a small shield. So I parry a lot, obviously, just like you saw in Garbage Souls, which is, thank God, that's fucking shit's over. Now we can move on to the better Dark Souls game. Zing! Okay, so anyway, without further ado, let's get this run started. There you go. See, begin Journey 8. That is NG+7, so let's do it. I usually play through the tutorial. I actually don't really skip any of this game at all, but I usually play through the tutorial, like I said. But I'm going to go ahead and skip that for today. Let me see how much damage that does. Okay. Okay, not terrible. It could be better, but not terrible. Let me see if I can rolling attack you, then do this. Holy shit, the damage! Oh my god. This run is going to be insane. Holy shit. Also, I'm not putting any restrictions on myself because I actually want to kind of make this like a normal playthrough. You'll see all the tips and tricks that I've developed over the years with this game. As you can see, let me show you real quick. There you go. 1,011 hours total in this game. It is my second most played. I think I showed you all that in either the end of you may see this before you see the end of Garbage Souls, but I'm pretty sure I showed that at some point. So yeah, you'll see all the tips and tricks and all that good stuff that I've developed over the years with this game, which is immense. Because like I said, not only have I played it a lot, but I've played it a lot where you basically had to LOL get good. So Yeah, so the only thing I will be restricting is the use of denial. That stupid spell that shouldn't even exist, because it's stupid. Well, god damn it. Alright, fine. Don't allow me to standing repost you. God damn, the health of these enemies, though, is so bad. Okay, let me see if I can kill him. Okay, now we're gonna standing repost you, buddy. So attack me again. There you go. Just like this, and then just like this. That is called a standing repost, for anybody that doesn't know. For most enemies in the game, you don't have to wait for them to sit on their ass and parry them. Apparently that is one of the things that people hate about Dark Souls 2. You know, you parry them, then they just sit on their ass, and then that's when you repost, and that's kind of boring and stupid, which I'm not in disagreement with you all. That is stupid. But most of the enemies in the game can be standing reposted, which is what you just saw, which those animations are fucking sweet. The idea I think behind that was that you had to earn your cool-looking repost animations, instead of in Dark Souls 1 where you just parry and then press R1 and you're good to go. So yeah, like I said, you will be seeing me do that a lot because I have learned I can parry damn near any enemy in the game that can be parried, and I can also standing repost those enemies. So, yes, you will see that a lot. So hopefully this, we'll see. Right now, I can tell you right now that this is not all bosses, and it's actually based kind of on a technicality. The only boss that isn't planned right now is the copy-paste Ava. And that is because you have to go through the Frigid Outskirts. This is the Ivory King DLC. That is one of the worst pieces of shit areas that has ever been designed ever in a video game ever. And I've pretty much vowed never to go through there again. So I won't be going through there again. Especially not NG+7 Champions Coven. There's just no way. I'm not doing it. So, yeah, if you were looking forward to that, then I apologize. Hopefully you weren't. Hopefully you didn't care. But yeah, so I'm definitely not doing that because that is a god-awful area. Obviously the worst area in the game by far, and one of the worst areas in any game, as I just said. So like I said, I'm skipping the tutorial. I usually play through it, but like I said, just to save some rendering time, I will go ahead and skip. I also might try to hurry up through some other areas, because some areas can take quite a while, and I would like to keep this to where one area is one video, kind of like chapters. But I'm not promising anything because some bosses obviously will cause some serious issues for me. Okay, so spell setup: Great Heal, Crystal, all of the weapon buffs, Lightning Spear, Wrath of the Gods. That's it. That is all I really care to have on me. Dragons, yeah, I have, like I said, every weapon, every staff upgraded fully. You know, obviously all the shards. I've had all the shards forever. Just yeah, this is my main. I call it the ultimate character, because I don't actually like doing. I'm not the kind of guy that likes doing like a shitload of throwaway characters, like a lot of people seem to do in Dark Souls. And maybe that's like it with any RPG, and I do understand why. But I'm like, if you can build a character and spend a lot of time with it, you know, you can get to the point, obviously, where this guy is for me, and it's just really amazing seeing just how far you've come from like the beginning of the game to now, which, you know, obviously I'm playing NG+7 Champions Coven, so I'm not gonna be overpowered as shit. But any other time, you know, it basically went from me being just fucking absolute shit, being able to get killed in a couple of hits, to being overpowered and, you know, learning all the enemy's attacks and being able to play any way I want to, basically. You know, I can throw on any armor set I want to, I can use any weapon that I want to. So I mean, I don't know, I like this is the way I like playing RPGs. I like doing the ultimate character thing instead of playing a shitload of just throwaway characters that you don't care about. You know, you do maybe 1 or 2 playthroughs with, and then you're just done with them. That's not how I do it. I definitely like sticking to one character and then playing them for this long. This is my longest character that I played in a Souls game. Bringing Up the Rear is my main Dark Souls 3 character, which has since been banned, unfortunately, because I was dicking around with Cheat Engine and I accidentally went online with a, because I wanted to see like what would happen facing Midir with like a straight sword that did like 1,000, like 10,000 damage or something. You know, with a straight sword that did that much damage against him. It was fucking hilarious, by the way. But I accidentally actually signed in because I think me and a friend were doing a co-op later on, and I wanted to get some stuff set up or something. So yeah, I actually went online. So that character has since been banned, but the last that I remember, he had 515 hours on him. And that's kind of the only. I do have a main character in Bloodborne. I think it has 100 hours. I have made several Dark Souls 1 characters over the years, but because I hate Dark Souls 1, they didn't really get nearly as far as this one. Maybe 100 hours was the max. I'm not sure. You can actually plunging attack this guy if you do that, which I've always found hilarious, and I actually only found out you could do relatively recently. I have been trying for quite a while, and I can never figure it out, but I finally figured it out, and you can do that. So yeah, I always laugh when I actually get that right. So yeah, I thought that was kind of funny that you could actually like just backstep off that ledge and then plunging attack him. You gotta do it exactly right, because plunging attacks are a bit weird in this. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and kill these. This is Hollow Gate number 1, but of course if you play Dark Souls 1, then this won't be much of a new thing. Whoops, that was a terrible parry. Whoops. Oh shit. Yeah, I do gotta. Parrying is difficult in this game. I'm not sure if I mean, I understand why it is the way it is, but I'm not sure if I like it completely. Because it seems to be the idea was kind of to make it more reaction-based, rather than look at the attack and then time it right. Although, I will tell you that you can parry most of the shit in the game by doing just that. You just have to be good at it, unlike Dark Souls 1, where you can't just fucking wing it and succeed, which is probably why a lot of people got pissed off at Dark Souls 2 parrying, because it actually took some fucking effort to parry shit. Okay, so fucking roll that. Okay, you're gonna do, what, 2, 3? Okay, whoops, I thought you were doing another attack, buddy. Okay, then whatever. I guess we'll do that, whatever. Oh my god, NG+7. See, normally I play this game just like trying to parry all over the place. And as you can see, sometimes I do miss it still. So this is probably that's probably going to kill me a lot. Because I'm used to playing this character. What I'll do is I'll do a playthrough of NG+1, I think. And then I will continue through to NG+2. And then I will switch it back using Cheat Engine to NG+1. And then just repeat if I want to play through the game. Because after NG+2, that is when the difficulty becomes a bit too much for my liking. I think NG+2, coupled with my character, is kind of perfect. Because, I mean, it's still like bastard hard, but it's not, you know, it's not stupid hard. So that is my kind of perfect, that's my sweet spot, so to speak. So yeah, so the way I usually play it is, you know, I can parry, and if I miss one, then, you know, no big deal. But with the advent of NG+7 Champions Covenant, it isn't going to be like that. So I'm probably going to end up dying quite a bit to me just trying to parry certain enemies in the game, and they're just gonna like just lay me out. All right, fucking activate him and roll out of here in case he does one of his other attacks. Yeah, just like that. All right, stand close. Okay, I didn't. Well, that was kind of stupid. Whatever. Let me see if I can chug. Parry. Okay, standing. There you go. Is this going to kill you? No, I doubt it. Yeah, there's no way that's going to kill you. All right, hold up your shield in case he does anything weird. Okay, parry him again, and then do this again, and then now he should be. So there you go. That's how you deal with the High Knight. Easy peasy. Now let me think here. There really isn't much of a plan for this playthrough because, you know, it's not a new playthrough, right? You know, I have everything I want already, which is nice. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pop a live stream. Like I said, there are no restrictions. I can tell you that the challenge runs that I mentioned that we did in the beginning of this video were done without using life gems or spells, which is probably one of the main reasons why they suck so bad. Because I've seen a lot of people do challenge runs in Dark Souls 2, and they'll spam life gems, which, to be honest, see, with the way the Souls series is, they don't add difficulty settings, but I do kind of feel like the developers of this one kind of wanted to make it a little more accessible in certain ways, and I think life gems is one of those ways. So if you watch a challenge run where the person is just spamming life gems all over the place. That kind of invalidates the challenge run, in my opinion, because life gems are an easy mode, kind of. Now, of course, I will be using them for fucking NG+7 Champions Covenant, because that's just fucking hard. And like I said, this isn't supposed to be a challenge run apart from that. But yeah, I never really understood why people spam life gems in challenge runs, because it almost kind of defeats the purpose of it being a challenge run, but whatever. If they want to do it, that's fine. You know, I mean, most people that do it, I think, do kind of dislike the game, so whatever. Alright, so this guy over here, this guy always gives me some issues, so let me see if I can do that. Nope, that was off. He's going to kill me next hit. Let's see if I can roll away. Let me go ahead and S this once. Yeah, see, this is going to get me killed so many times, trying to parry, because I love parrying so much in all the games, not just this one. But yeah, I do, it's not perfect for Dark Souls 2, because like I said, it does seem to be based on reaction time, and I've gotten to the point where I don't need to react to them. I can look at the attack, but sometimes I am off, as you just saw there, and that's probably going to get me killed plenty of times. Wake up, dipshit! Okay, so do this, and then do this. Yeah, like I said, I can parry anything in the game, and standing repost anything that can be standing reposted in the game. Surprisingly, and I've always thought this was kind of weird, is that the regular hollow dudes, not those guys, but the regular ones, they can't be standing reposted. And neither can human enemies, which I thought that was always kind of weird, how they didn't allow that. I'm not sure why. But yeah, they can't be standing reposted, which is why you didn't see me standing repost them. So yeah, I've never really understood what the reasoning behind that was. But I mean, this is From Software. They have a knack for being kind of retarded in stupid ways. So I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. So whatever. Okay, are you gonna do a third one? Yeah. Okay, so let me go up here. Oh yeah, see that those delayed attacks too. Those delayed attacks always get me. See, there you go. Yeah, man, I'm dead. First death. I told you guys. And delayed attacks are just my kryptonite in general. I hate delayed attacks. And I like, it doesn't matter how long I play a game, I almost can never get them ingrained in my head on how they work. So yeah, so I'm just gonna die to delayed attacks and all that stuff. Just all the time. So just prepare yourself. Okay, so what do you say we try this guy again? Okay, so do that, and then, there you go, that's the attack I like, okay? Oh my god, this run's gonna be fucking hilarious, I can already tell. I mean, it's not gonna be, it isn't like I haven't done something like this before, because let me go ahead and show you what it does. Okay, so look at my health. Obviously, I'm missing some because I just died there. Okay, so it's 2,300. That's my max HP. Here is what the Northern Ritual Band +2 does, which is right here. Now, do you see that? Do you see all the health that it got rid of? Yeah. So, me and that buddy of mine, that's what we did. NG+7 with that always equipped for the bosses. And that was basically, I think there were a choice few attacks throughout the game that didn't kill me, didn't kill us outright, but most attacks did. So it was basically you had to kill the bosses flawlessly without taking a single hit, and because it was co-op, obviously the boss had buffed health, and you know, I've heard a lot of people say that co-op is easier in the Soul series, and I don't disagree with that. However, if you do NG+7, that becomes kind of a strange thing, because there is something that I dubbed insta aggro switching. That is what I call it. What can happen is, because the AI in these games is so shit, what can happen is a boss can start an attack, aggro to one player, and then immediately switch aggro to another player, even in the middle of that attack. And of course, if you're playing, you know, just a regular new game co-op, that's not an issue at all. However, when you're playing New Game +7, where you have to survive a very long co-op health buff boss fight that can one-shot you, that becomes a serious problem. And that was a serious problem with in that run with that friend of mine. So because one of us could aggro him and maybe just dodge to kind of get his attention, and the other guy will be behind him whacking on him on his ass, and then he would insta aggro switch and then hit the guy that was behind him and one-shot him. And of course the rules were that we both had to survive the fight. If either of us died, we had to restart the fight. So yeah, co-op, if you want to have a hard co-op challenge, do that. Do NG+7, Northern Ritual Band +2, and then you will see what I'm talking about. That with that insta aggro switching, it sucks balls. There's also at least 2 bosses in the game. No, 3 bosses. I'm sorry, that have a like when they will try to jump away from you to kind of create some distance, I guess, so you're not always like hitting on them. The bosses that I can remember off the top of my head doing this are Sin, Surlon, and Ava. They will jump back and try to, just create some distance. That jump back that they do has an attack on it. And because it does a lot of damage too. And that killed me. That killed us a shitload of times during those fights. And it was so goddamn annoying. And I mean, there really was no way to plan for it. Like, you cannot plan for it. Like, you just have to basically be blocking with something. If you're the guy that the boss isn't currently aggroed to, you have to be blocking all the time. And even then, even with the Northern Ritual Band +2 equipped, it still had the chance to one-shot you. Because, obviously, NG+7 bosses do so much fucking damage that it was just ridiculous. So, yeah, that is something else to look out for. Co-op... The co-op being easier in the Soul series really only applies to non-restricted early NG game playthroughs. If you go up there in NG games and you restrict yourself in certain ways like we did, then it actually is. I'd probably say it's still easier, but it's not as easy as you would think. And quite frankly, it can be fucking bastard difficult. So I mean, if you are a Souls fan that does like difficulty, but you like co-oping as well, and you've always kind of found co-op difficult, I mean not difficult, easy, then I would recommend that you do something like that, because that is how you make co-oping difficult. Is you up the boss's health and all that good stuff, and then you wear the Northern Ritual Band +2 or something like that. I know you can't join the Champions Covenant. Which sucks. I'll tell you what, I want to heal. Because he is going to kill me in his next shot, which I would rather have not happen. Because I always like killing Pursuer here, and I actually don't like killing Pursuer any other place. Like in his original. I don't know why I'm missing that. I never have an issue with Pursuer. Okay, so 3 attacks. Let me see if I can heal again. Yeah, I never have an issue with Pursuer. I don't know why. It's weird. But whatever. Hopefully we can get him. There we go. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, I mean, you've already seen I can parry everything in Dark Souls 2, which Dark Souls 2 is historically, like, the most difficult game to parry in, according to the community. Dark Souls 3 is kind of the same way, so maybe that's considered the hardest, I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, I just love parrying, and I've just gotten good at it in Dark Souls 2. I mean, what else are you gonna do playing 1,000 hours? I mean, how else would I be? I mean, duh. Obviously, I'm gonna be good at parrying in Dark Souls 2. If you play it for that, if I wasn't good at it, then that would be really bad. Because that's just, if you play a game for 1,000 hours and you're not good at it, that's pretty bad. So, anyway, all right. So that was Pursuer. He's done and dusted. Now we got to make our way to Last Giant, and that's gonna be part 1. Like I said, I am gonna try to keep it. Chapter-based, quote-unquote, which is, area-based. So, yeah, and obviously these early goings are going to be relatively easy, because these bosses are just easy in general. I also like how Dark Souls 2, another way that Dark Souls 2 kind of makes it easier on you a little bit, is it makes the early game quite a bit more easy than the other games. Although, you know what? Maybe not, because Dark Souls 1... is fucking piss easy all the way through until you get to bosses like DLC bosses. and you know, maybe Gwen, you know, bosses like that. But I mean, the other bosses are really pissy. Like, I don't know. The games are not hard. They just have to be played a certain way. And I really hate that so many people consider these games difficult, because they're not. They really aren't. They just have to be played a certain way, and they can't be played like games of today. Oh wow, that doesn't kill you. That sucks. Okay, well here comes gank number. Oh, he parried me. Nice. Touche there, buddy. Touche. Let me see if I can get this off. Okay, well at least you're dead. Let me see if I can kill you. Okay, you're dead. Now roll that. Okay. Yeah, isn't this like a famous gank? The fucking hollow gank. Yeah, I think this is kind of a famous gank. Whoops, delayed attack. Delayed attack again. There you go. Oh my god, that attack gets me so much. Oh my god, it gets me so much. I always laugh every time I die to that attack, because I know exactly why I died. Because it's a fucking delayed attack. Oh man, this is I love this game. I really do. In case you couldn't tell, it is the only game that has given Resident Evil 4 a run for its money in terms of which one is my favorite, all-time favorite. I've kind of settled on Resident Evil 4 will probably never be topped, because I honestly can't really find the criteria to decide on whether or not it is better or not. But yeah, like, I love Dark Souls 2. So, god damn it. I like how if you miss the standing repost, did you see that guy this guy gets stunned for a second? If you're close to getting a standing repost on someone, but you hit another guy with your hilt, it'll just kind of stun them. It looks like their brain just kind of shits itself a little bit. It's fucking hilarious when that happens. I love when that happens. But yeah, Dark Souls 2 is, like I said, the only other game in the history of my gaming career, which is since I was 5, to give Resident Evil 4 a run for its money in terms of which is my favorite. Resident Evil 4 will most likely always be my favorite, just so you know. Which means that Dark Souls... Get fucking wrecked, you suck dick. Alright, now watch for these guys coming around the corner. Here's what you do here. And then do it oh shit. And then you do it again. Just like that. That is how you deal with that. Of course, you need Wrath of the Gods. Obviously, if you are in like a new game, then that won't work. But yeah, that is how I deal with these guys, especially on NG+7, with the Champions Covenant. Okay, now let me see here. I don't want to go through there. I want to go through here. Here we go. Yeah, let's kill this guy, so I can go up there and kill the firebomb dudes. So roll him. Yeah, for everybody who is talking about Dark Souls 2 shitboxes, I can roll these guys' attacks with deprived starting agility. Just so you know, I'm not trying to humble brag there. I'm just trying to point out that Dark Souls 2 shitboxes aren't that bad. You just have to be not shit at dodging. Because obviously starting agility will give you it's iframes akin to something like Neo. You know, you have to actually time it like absolutely perfectly instead of being able to wing it like you can in Dark Souls 1 and 3 and any other Miyazaki game. You know, in Dark Souls 2 you have to earn your iframes, so to speak. Which is one of the reasons I love it. I love starting with absolute shit and being able to play through the game, level up, and you know, and basically earn all that shit. That's just what I do. I like doing that shit. So yeah, I hate the fact that you can play Dark Souls 1 and 3, and you know, you start off in your prison cell, you take off your pants, and all of a sudden you have fucking a billion iframes that you can dodge anything in the game with. You know, and you don't even have to be good at it. You can just wing it, and you can get through just fine. I hate that. Iframes as powerful as that should be earned. You know, with something that doesn't involve simply taking off a piece of armor. So yeah, I mean, I've always hated the fact. I've always hated that in Dark Souls 1. That you can do that. Whoops. Oh my god, I fucking love Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2. It's fucking hilarious in so many ways. Alright, let's go and grab Homeward Bones, right? Homeward Bone. Single. Okay, so what I do here is I like to go and take out one of these dudes, because two spear guys is a bit of a shitbag biscuit, if that makes any sense at all, which it probably doesn't. Okay, so let me see. Wait, 1, 2, and then this is how you parry this dude. You basically have to get hit twice, and then the third attack, he kind of delays it a little bit, which gives you the parry window that you need to succeed. There you go. There's another rhyme. Like I said, Dr. Seuss. I'm turning into Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss's worst nightmare. Alright, so anyway, so now we are going on to Last Giant, or as I like to call him, Butthole Face. Because his face looks just like a butthole, in true wacky Souls fashion. Alright, so here is how you kill fucking crystal lizards that like to run away from you. You need a sword that has this attack. This attack right here. Okay, now if you don't have a sword like that, maybe on a new playthrough, you have to. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'll tell you what. That's a little bit easier. I will show you how to deal with crystal lizards with something like a straight sword, which is probably something that you would have on a first playthrough. What you need to do is grab a straight sword, and then you need to practice hit. So do this, and then see where the sparks are, and that is where the crystal lizard needs to be when you go to hit it. So watch this. Okay, so do this. So there you go, and then there you go again. Well, okay, yeah, he runs, obviously, but, I mean, as long as you can get the crystal lizard exactly where the sparks are, where this hits the floor, then you're good to go. That is how you that's how you get crystal lizards in Dark Souls 2. Okay, so what were we using? We were using the Crypt Black Sword. This is my favorite weapon in the game, by the way, mainly for how it looks. You can't really see it. I'll tell you what. You know what? I'm gonna go and light this torch. Light this scotch. Fuck it. All right, we're gonna light it because it makes it look pretty sweet. Because I'm using Jetta Soto, as you've already seen. The game doesn't look as washed out. You can see the buff icons up there in the top left. They're custom, and obviously you've seen the death message and the soul retrieval message is edited as well. So obviously I am using Jetta Soto. But yeah, look at this sword. Looks fucking amazing. It just looks very ornate. You see all like the intricate designs on it? It's fucking sweet. Also like how ridiculously big it is. It almost looks like a giant ornate pitch black like paddle. which I just love this weapon. I really do. So it's definitely my favorite weapon in the game. Followed closely by the regular great sword, and then I also like the Black Knight sword as well. God damn it! See, there you go, the fucking delayed attacks again. Let me see if I can chug this. Whatever. God, the delayed. I will never get how to parry those attacks. I just won't. I just cannot get delayed attacks just in my brain. Like I said, and that's not just Dark Souls 2. That's with any game ever. It just does not register in my brain how you're supposed to deal with these attacks. So yeah, like I said, that is gonna kill me so much because I just have issues. I have legitimate issues, I think, with delayed attacks. Okay, let's go ahead and great heal this up so I don't waste another flask. Although, I mean, it's Last Giant. He shouldn't be too much of an issue. If I die to Last Giant, then we got bigger problems. All right, so let me go and try to kill this hollow in here. I want to dual wheel. I want to two-hand roll. And then do this. The combat in this game is so much better than Dark Souls 1. The move set is just it's just better with all the weapons, all of the crazy ass weapons in the game. You know, the Crypt Black Sword, the Smelter Swords, the Fume Sword. The weapons are so much better. The armor sets look so much better. The PvP is better apparently. But the combat is just so much better in Dark Souls 2 than it is in Dark Souls 1. I just hate the combat in Dark Souls 1. It's like slower than even Demon Souls. In Dark Souls 2, they kind of sped it up a little bit, which I love. But it's not to the point where it feels, you know, like Bloodborne. It's still Dark Souls. It's just sped up. But I don't know. I just fucking hate Dark Souls 1. Like everything about it. Okay, get another hit on him. Okay, you're gonna do that. So, you know, there's an attack that I was talking about, although I don't think he has a hitbox on it when he jumps back, unlike the other enemies. But that is basically an attack that I was talking about with the other bosses and how they jump back and have a hitbox on that attack, which fucking sucks when you're co-oping because it can just insta one-shot you and it just sucks. Alright, let me go and see if I can R2. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now just no one, and yeah, yo, there you go. There you're dead. There you go. That's Last Giant. Yeah. So yeah, obviously he was gonna go down with no issues whatsoever, because he's the Last Giant. He's the first, quote unquote, the first boss in the game. You can also do, Dragon Rider first. But I think most people consider Last Giant the official first boss of the game. Dragon Rider, I would say, is slightly more difficult, although he's still pretty piss easy. It really isn't until you get to areas. The wharf is pretty difficult. The first true roadblock that you can get to is probably the Sentinels. The Sentinels can suck. My first playthrough was rough. I tried them initially with a, what was it? A +3 broadsword, I think it was. And I died, I think, 11 times to them. It was bad. I'll tell you what. How long have I been playing? Okay, 36 minutes. I'll tell you what. Let me go ahead and do my usual routine real quick. What I usually do after Last Giant, excuse me, guys, is I will go ahead and open up McDuff's bonfire. Because I just want that open. Now, did these guys respawn? They did. Let me see if I can do this. Maybe I can kill... Oh, no, I'll get both of them. Just like that. Well, I'll get at least one of them. That's all we need. Okay, so you're going to do this. Fuck it, I'll just do this. Whatever. Okay, I'll make sure no one's following me, because they can follow you. What I do after Last Giant always is go through here, and I like to unlock McDuff's bonfire. Just to have it open for these Sentinels. There you go, delayed attack. I guess I'm gonna roll that. Let's see if I can fucking parry that, and then standing repost. There you go. That's a good boy. Roll this, or just maybe still be in the parry, the repost iframes. Although I guess they're technically not iframes because you can get hurt during repost, which is something else that I hate about Dark Souls 2. I don't understand why they did that. Obviously that might be just kind of wanting to make it more difficult artificially, you know, because you watch Garbage Souls, and I'm shitting all over Dark Souls 1. That absolutely does not mean that Dark Souls 2 doesn't have issues. Dark Souls 2 has a shitload of issues. Well, what I hate about Dark Souls 1 fanboys is they act like Dark Souls 1 is somehow some kind of perfect masterpiece of game design, what I tried to illustrate with Garbage Souls is that it isn't a masterpiece, and it's fucking shit. But anyway, that's for, I'm gonna keep that for Garbage Souls. We're not gonna be ranting and raving and all that good stuff throughout this playthrough, because this is a Souls game that I actually like. So we're gonna have fun during this one. Okay, so go ahead and light this bonfire. I tell you what, I guess I'll wait a little bit longer to do an effigy, because I don't really care. I mean, I've only died twice. And I mean, I don't know. You get a shitload of effigies throughout a playthrough, as long as you're not dying constantly, which, I might be dying constantly. But we'll see. So, whoops, that was a little bit too late. Okay, you can parry that. I know that. Can I standing repulse you? Yes, I can. Is it gonna kill you? Is the thing? Nah. Okay, I'll just go and finish you off with a normal attack. That's what she said. LOL. Okay, drink a flask, whatever. Now, actually, I'll tell you what. The easiest way to get McDuff's bonfire, surprisingly, is to actually go this way. Because if you go the other way, the guy near the barrel always rolls it towards you way before you can get up there. But if you go this way, you can actually... he doesn't notice you for some whatever reason. I don't know why. Okay, fucking parry that. Is he gonna go off the ledge? Oh, he did! Oh my god! That was fucking amazing! Oh my god, that's never happened. Oh, well, I guess it has happened, but not exactly like that, where he just kind of slid down. Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious. Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious. Oh my god, I'm so glad that happened. But yeah, that guy right there, he always rolls it towards you way before you can get to it if you come the other way after the wharf. But if you go this way, he doesn't notice you. Even if you can just straight up full sprint up to him, and he just doesn't notice you. And then you can roll the barrel down there pretty much straight, and this is how you always get McDuff's bonfire. See, just like that. And then it lands right there. It sometimes explodes, sometimes it doesn't. Hopefully you have, fire bombs or something if it didn't explode. Let me see. Does this knock him down? Okay, no. Okay, so let me see if I can parry him like this, and then standing repost just like this. And oh yes. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and do a strong attack because yeah, you're fucking dead. Okay, so let's equip some fire arrows to blow up Le Barrel into Le Duff's bonfire. And then I'm gonna go ahead and hit it because just in case the dogs want to kill me. That would be very annoying if they killed me before I got the bonfire. That would suck. Okay, rolling attack. Okay, good, they hit the second dog. Sweet. Didn't hit the first one. I guess he was still in his recovery frames. Okay, but anyway, guys, that is McDuff's bonfire. Open, that is the easy way to do it, in case you've ever had issues with opening this bonfire coming from the wharf. So yeah, after Last Giant, you can immediately come here, and like I said, you can just run up to that guy full sprint. I'll tell you what, after each area, we'll pop an effigy, why not? And I already have 208,000 souls. I don't know, what kind of consumables do we have? We have 4 Ilana souls. Are you shitting me? Wow. Also, yeah, I have at least 1 copy of all of the boss souls as trophies, which I fucking love. So as you can see, this is all the bosses in Dark Souls 2. Look at all of them. There's so many bosses in this game, and I love it. And now a lot of people shit on Dark Souls 2 for having, you know, it kind of they lost a little bit of creativity with the boss fights. A lot of them are quote-unquote dudes in armor, but as long as they're fucking fun, then what's the problem? You know, you can either have, you know, a bunch of dudes in armor that are fun to fight, or you can have bosses like Seath, which just fucking stand there getting hit, and Calamite, which doesn't fly. You know, if it's between having something like Seath and Calamite, or the dudes in armor, quote-unquote, yeah, I will gladly take the dudes in armor, because the dudes in armor are actually fun. But anyway, guys, that was part 1 of Dark Souls 2. NG+7, almost had to use what you see. Dark Souls 2, NG+7 with the Champions Covenant. So I do hope that you will enjoy this series. I know I am going to enjoy it, simply because of how much I love this game. I absolutely love this game, with a passion. Like I said, definitely my second all-time favorite game. Resident Evil 4 ultimately, most likely, will not be dethroned. Because, like I said, I probably just couldn't do it based on just my love for the game in general. I think it's beyond whether or not I like it as much as Dark Souls 2 at this point, but definitely my second all-time favorite game. If you haven't played it, you need to play it. It really is. It's just that good. It's a game that is so good that it's just stupid, just how good it is. So anyway, guys, like I said, this is part 1 of Dark Souls 2 NG+7 with joining the Champions Covenant. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and or a favorite. I would appreciate it very, very much. And until next time, I will catch you later.